What's up guys, this is Gaming, your channel for fresh Arena Valor content. Today I've got another mage for you, another mage that I haven't played for months, and it is Dirak, the laser cannon mage, or however you want to call him. He doesn't have the crystal stuff that Darcy is thrown around, but he's got some unique abilities, and today we are going to check out if they can still stand in the current meta with a new build enchantment wise, with some changes that they have thrown in with the latest update or one of the latest updates. And at first, like always, I am going to show you my build. And nothing should surprise you here. This is not a field test or anything. This is basically one of the staple builds that you see on many mages. We have, of course, the Tome of Reaper, we've got Barbarous Agony, we've got the Diadem, we've got the good old Boomstick, and for the purpose of being invincible for a short period of time, I'm throwing in some Frost Orb fun, or Arctic Orb fun in here, and I've decided to go with the Flashy Boots to reduce our cooldown reduction, or our cooldowns even further, according to the other stuff that we're going to have in the build. That's gonna continue in my Arcana setup. As you can see, we are focusing on ability power and magic pierce. We do get some neat lifesteal as well as some cooldown speed increasing by 7%. And most of the viewers will already know how I am going to build this. So this is 10 times Violate level 3, we are going with 10 times Devour level 3, and I'm going with 10 times Hex over 10 times Flurry. We're going to check out how good this works in a couple of seconds. Enchantment wise, I've tried the new core enchantment Alchemy. It's given you gold on the hits, and we are throwing in some nice minion kill, because Dirak's kill pressure on the auto attacks isn't the greatest. His auto attacks are fairly weak, and therefore I'm going with last hit. You see the enhanced restore to complement the build in the League of Humans tree, and then we're going with Acts of Sacrifice and Blessing for some ability power percentage increase. So this is the build. Yeah, let's see how it works in the game. So first of all, what I really want to highlight about this game is the team composition on both sides. So on this side, we've got something special. We've got Rogue in the jungle. I haven't seen him in weeks. And jungle is, I think, the only position that you will ever meet any Rogue out there. We've got Gilder, not a common support, but still, I think, viable. And then we have Zephyrs on the solo lane. And I think that is a pick that is so off meta that I can't even tell. So let's see how that goes, especially against the strong character that Florentino is. On the opposing side, we've got a Chogna as a support, which is some kind of not common again. So both teams have basically some picks in their team compositions that are rarely seen, so I was really curious about how this game will go. As you can see, Vera is already roaming up towards our top lane. I decided to stay a little bit longer in the middle to farm the minions to get the boots, and I was just hoping that they would be occupied with my team so that I can put some pressure in there, but unfortunately Gilder was killed in the approach. They really put some pressure on our top lane, and now I need to make my way back to the lane without getting shot down by Violet. So not really that successful, I'd say. The enemy team got a kill, and I think both of the supporting heroes got an assist, and we didn't get anything in return. So we need to put some pressure on Vera right now. The basic problem is that your projectiles are fairly low in terms of speed. So if you dish out the first spell, it's going to be quite predictable what it's gonna do. And as you can see now, there is Kriknak on the top lane as well. So I'm trying to push Vera a little bit towards us to kind of open up a window for my team, and now we hit the old phase, and I decided just to use the mana that was left to get some nice laser beam into the enemies worked quite well. I knew that I would not be able to kill someone, but it was more for putting some pressure there and eventually enabling my team to get a kill, for example, with a combination of the S2 of Gilder and then some follow-up damage from Wisp. It did not work at all. As you can see, we have a hard time defending here. Gilder is super low. Wisp has already been shot to death. But all in all, after the scene, we've got a defeat on Gilder. I think Rook's got a kill as well. So while the beginning of the team fight didn't look really good, I think we made the best of it. And yes, 3 kills for our team, 2 kills for the enemy team. I think the reward was actually quite fine. I've got 3 assists on just this little piece of gameplay. And yeah, I think we could have played it better. That's the only thing that I want to put here as my verdict. I think Wisp died a little bit too early. And now comes a big surprise. Zephys killed Florentino. That's the first important piece of information that you should be aware of. So it might be quite lucky. We do not know the reason how this was possible. As you can see, Zephys is on about 1/3 of his health, and now I need to get out of here alive. I'm putting down the barrier here, trying to put some damage on Violet, and with a really quick flicker, I'm able to get back to safety. So I need to be, again, really careful, because just one roll from Violet might be enough to end this for the minute. So Zephys and not Zephys and, but the solo lane is under control. Zephys has killed Florentino once. Now Rook has continued to put pressure on the bottom lane and got a kill on Florentino as well. And this gives Zephys the opportunity to come right into a nice little wave and some snacks in terms of gold. I'm a little bit far off here. I wonder why Kriknak did not put any pressure on me, because he was standing there with Chognar. I mean, he could just poke me for a good chunk of health. Don't know what happened here. Don't know what the plan was. I don't know what he had in mind when he was about to go into, for example, Violet or something like that. And I think I misclicked here. I should have taken Violet and tried to beat her. Because now I am about to be dead. Yes, that was a big misplay by me. I think first the wrong hero picked as a target for my laser, and then I was just overextending way too much, because I'm not the tank, and I found myself in the tank role trying to bait the enemy into moving a little bit out of position. And as you can see here, Florentino still has a rough time and is struggling against our Zephys. Good call here. Okay, he built Sonic Boots. I think that is a clever choice if you're fighting against Florentino right from the start. So that is a good item to go with into the game. Kriknak is another target that you don't want to have straight in your face, and Sonic Boots help you with that as well. So might just be the better choice here. And Gilder has a good timing, that's to say. Like, he did fairly well on hitting those important shots to not only deal a sufficient amount of damage, but also to get into the crowd control stake and just slow the enemies a little bit. Now I'm trying to put my laser up here just in order to kind of make them a little bit afraid. Like, that was the plan behind this. But I don't know what Chognar was thinking. Like, he was standing way too far away from the tower, just by so many meters, and my team does a really good job on following up. Kriknak tries to jump into Rook here, but 0 chances. Like, no chances. No chances have been in any kind of grasp here. So my role in this team fight is basically just to put down shots and try to poke the enemies, trying to poke them into my direction. Unfortunately, I kind of mispressed the button for the second ability. I don't know if everyone is familiar with Dirak. So what you can do, you're putting down a template, and then there will be this comet, or this comet shower coming down, and you can kind of manipulate the direction where the comet shower is pushing enemies to, like in what kind of direction. You can do that by indicating it on your template. That's the stuff. So you put it down and then you can choose the direction. And we killed Violet here. Nice thing. She's already in the my team is a noob train business, but well, fair enough. Like, you are the AD carry, so you should put down a lot of pressure. And the thing is, Violet is not only about rolling around. And the only thing that I've seen from her so far is just using her roll, trying to poke and then get away. But she's got more stuff to do. Like, she's got some really nice auto attacks. Her S2 is actually viable since a couple of patches. And yeah, if your positioning is that bad, you should not call your team noobs, I guess. That's one of the reasons why I'm not writing anything if I'm not kind of mocked in the chat. Usually I just decide to not go in and write something there because it's just useless. It won't change anything. And we've got a Florentino here. We've got a laser beam here. Unfortunately, he manages to get away, but we do hit him with our Star Shower. And now we have 2 kills. I guess that's okay. Like, not the craziest business so far. But then we're doing a lot of poking damage. And as you can see, we have participated in about 2/3 of all the kills that our team has scored so far. So I think that's okay. And here I decided to go in and try to damage the Abyssal Dragon, just because I was hoping that my team would actually see, look, this dude is about to get into the Abyssal Dragon and we need some damage here, or at least I need, not damage, but I need some health. And should go back right now. I think that would be the smarter choice. But I was a little bit mixed in between. Should I just stay back and try to help my team with some magic, or should I go back and be full health and play it a little bit more upfront? So this was the kind of confusion that I felt all game long, just to tell you my thought process or my train of thought here. So my team is attacking, and as you can see, I recalled, and I was like, well, I should not recall. Here's an ultimate on Florentino. I don't know how that hit, but it hit, and that's a good sign. Now we've got the boomstick, so the Arcana, the enchantment, the alchemy thing really helps a lot because you do get a lot of gold. I think that I'm going to show you one of the screens later where you can actually see how much damage, how much gold we get. And the crazy thing is we are far off the damage that the money that Vera got in this game. So it's crazy how, oh my goodness, no, I'm dying. It's crazy how long Zephys can sustain if he is going to get less and less life. His passive was just crazy. As you saw, he basically was the guy who was tracking down Chogner or holding Chogner so long into position because Chogner really wanted to kill one of us, if not the two of us. But we, here we go, 4 items. I think Vera's got 2.5 or something like that. So I'm a little bit ahead. Of course, I've got 4 kills and 10 assists, so that gives us gold as well. But I think it really paid off to have a lot of items here, because the items do not only get you gold, but they help you nowadays to regain mana, which is sometimes even more important, because of course you can get a lot of damage, which is nice, but it doesn't help you if you have not got the mana to actually do something and have an impact on the game. So having a constant flow of mana is really, really helpful, especially with heroes such as Dirak, who is basically just spamming his abilities. You're just constantly pressing S1, S2, S1, S2, S1, S2. And I think there's a psychological aspect on that as well, because even if your stuff is not going to deal such a crazy amount of damage, what your stuff does is it gives you the opportunity to kind of push enemies back a little bit. It was better before the update, before they kind of nerfed it. but it's still quite powerful in the heads of the people, and I think that makes it even more versatile. Oh my goodness, I can't deal. Yeah, okay. The passive procced, so I should have moved out a little bit faster, but I didn't because my passive procced. I did not die. My mana was low, but then I had mana left, and then we were able to get into this. Look at the Zephyrs. 7 kills. That's crazy. Weather's got 3 items right now, and I've got 4.5. So I am ahead about 1 item, which is crazy. I think that was really lackluster. Like, he wanted to. Oh my goodness! And now she gets the blue buff. Well, fair enough. If you play a game like that and you have scored 7 kills for your team without dying once, and my team has been dying 15 times before, I think it's totally fine if you have just 1 death. It's a little bit unfortunate because, of course, the score looks a lot nicer if there is a 0 death timer on it. But who am I to judge? Like, I did not even judge him right now, but I would not be the perfect person to judge if it would have happened, because look at my games. Oh my god, we just defeated some stuff here, and I think that was the stuff of passive again. Now I need to get back 6 kills, 3 deaths, and 13 assists already. So we've been participating in at least 19 kills out of the 21, 72 I wanted to say. Okay, so the game looks really good. Like, we have we've just torn apart every tower but the inner circle on 2 forces or 2 in 2 lanes, and then just 1 lane is missing, and we are already on our last item, the Arctic Orb, with 300 and something-ish gold. So Wisp kills the Abyssal Dragon. Slayer has been killed, unfortunately, by Violet. I was hoping that I would get someone in my laser beam, but it did not work out the way I wanted it to. But it doesn't matter because, yeah, I thought this was super funny. It was super funny the day I played it, and now it's not, which is super cringe. We've got a super cringe moment on this channel right now, so what is going on? We've got a team fight here. Florentino is just, I don't know, he's like, his luck is gone a lot. Quickneck will help you. Yeah, well, someone is really salty right now, and I do understand if she has the impression that the jungler is not really helping, and to be fair, I did not really see that much from Quickneck in this game. Boom, there we go. Crazy laser bursts. Of course, you do get a good amount of assists because you will hit so many enemies that you are actually automatically getting into the assist kind of bubble, because you basically just hit every single enemy and then that's that. So this is the first tower, and we've got Zephyrs with us, we've got Gilda with us, so things are looking really, really good. I'm trying to put some damage into Florentino, activating my Mark of the Frost here, and that Florentino should be dead, and he is. So this is 17 assists, and the game is over. Zephyrs carried our game. It was phenomenal. I did not expect that. Like, when I was entering the team composition and then I saw the loading screen, I said to myself, okay, this is going to be a troll game. And when I saw the loading screen and we had Florentino in there, I thought to myself, okay, this might just be lost. So we've got the fight participant score 10.8. So I was the 3rd best player. I'm totally fine with that. Rock did a good job. Zephyrs did an extraordinary job. Here is his build, so he's focusing on the warrior build. It's basically the warrior build that you see here, and we did at least get most damage with Rock, and fight participation was the best with Gilder. So I'm totally fine with that. I hope you enjoyed today's game. If you are not a subscriber of this channel yet, please hit the subscription button and put in the notification bell. It really helps, as likes and comments do. And we see each other in 2 days with a video in German. Have a nice evening. Bye bye.